Hey, welcome into this video on high-ticket affiliate marketing for beginners. My name is Michael, and I've been doing affiliate marketing for over a decade. I started in the health and wellness niche, then I went into the e-business, e-marketing, make money online, to now finance funding, helping people with credit, cash flow, collateral, liquidity, equity, real estate in the mix, and then some. I analyze businesses, I help fix, grow, scale them. I've put together investment proposals for $1 billion valuation projects, detailed project budgets, 5 year, 7 year, more or less. And I read financials, bank statements, credit reports, both on the personal and business credit side, and a lot more. I'm the introvert, analytical, cerebral, brainy, less with my words, less small talk to little to no small talk preferred, unless in the right situation with the right person and people. And I will know, like, and trust because it takes me a while to get comfortable to do that with someone. And so I just wanted to share with you a little bit about me there and let you know that I am speaking from experience, having done this for over a decade. I also have a digital marketing agency, lead generation business, and other ventures. So around the same time I was building my health and wellness affiliate business, I was building my digital marketing agency, lead generation business. So I have your best interest at heart. It's about people over profits. And this post here, I'm going to break down and what it says in getting into high ticket affiliate marketing. I've also created other videos in the past. I'll link you to down below on getting 400, 800 plus per sale per person, 400 plus, 800 plus, and how that's possible. This post will break it down a little bit more or less. And like I said, again, those videos will be down below in the description. I also have this one up here that is very important that I'd like to share with you on have you ever wanted more but couldn't explain why? So let's start here and then we'll go into the other one. Here I have this post inside of my free and private Facebook group where I'm helping people. And if you ever need help, if you're not in this group, I'll try to leave you a link down below or in time. You can join the group and you can get all the value here. I give you a lot of things, free things, traffic, free and paid traffic, things that you can do for more traffic, leads, signups, sales, things like that. Have you ever wanted more but couldn't explain why? Do you ever feel like you're chasing something deeper but you can't put it into words? Like there's this fire inside of you to grow, to evolve, to become, but no one around you really gets it. You want more, but it's not just about money. It's not about the money at all. And I get it. You're doing this because it's a business, or yes, I want to make money. I understand that. It's not just about the money, the status, or success. It's something internal. It's something deeper that's not external. And you can't just shut it off like a valve that won't shut off. And the water won't stop running. It keeps flowing. It's just not flowing smoothly right now, or it's just a little bumpy, or it is smooth. You just need a different route to go into. If that hits you, please read this all the way through. When you want more, but it's not about stuff. I've always wanted more, not more money to flex. That's not what I'm doing this for. I'm a Libra if that says anything. I'm more of the balance, harmony seeking person. And I want what's best for everyone. I want what's best for you. Not more success just to be seen or even to be seen at all. And I know what that feels like when people deny you, when people look down on what you're doing, and it's not normal. And it's not that you exactly want the attention from people or from a lot of them, or there could be one person that you're doing this so you can prove them wrong. And that was an itch that I had in the beginning with my dad. And not that he didn't believe in me, that's not what it was. He had tried this many years ago himself, and it didn't work. And hearing it from others, like, go work another job, go get another career, go back to school. Hey, it's time, you gotta go. I've been through all that, so I know what it's like. And this is stuff that happens behind the scenes a lot that I don't even speak about. I haven't even gone into it specifically. Not even more freedom just to escape. I know we want freedom not to have to trade our time for money. I understand that. I wanted more because something inside me, it refused to settle. Atomically speaking, neutron, proton, electron, orbital sphere level, something deep down in me, in my gut, spoke to me in my heart and my soul that connected here, 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 to not settle. There was a time I didn't even know how to explain it or put it into words, let alone be here to share this. Didn't think I'd ever be here to share this type of post at this point in my affiliate journey. I struggled with my identity. I felt misunderstood deeply. And now I realize that's a gift. Being misunderstood frees you. Being different, not being like everyone else. You've been given something different than I have. That's there. That's your calling. That you've been giving that talent. Maybe you don't know or have enough of that talent or that skill yet. That way to reach down into others to help and affect them in the best way possible. Being misunderstood is your path to finding your gift and what you've been gifted to be and do. Not a cliche. I've experienced this because you no longer owe explanations to anyone. Never have, never had to. You realize your path was never supposed to look like theirs. You realize it's not the doing, but in the being that you find your fulfillment and happiness. Being the person, the identity shift, the belief shift, the fear shift, the sub-programming, consciously, subconsciously programming. And it's in the being, not the doing of that activity. It's the being that you find fulfillment and happiness. What I really want is your mind and to know your soul, to know your mind and your soul. In your soul, that's the being, not the doing. When I meet someone or see something inspiring, I don't just ask, how did they get that? Or how did they do it? I want to know truthfully and honestly. In my mind, I'm not saying it out verbally. Again, I'm that introvert, brainy, in my head, breaking down numbers. What's your mindset like when no one's watching? How do you think? And then think deeply. What are those thoughts? How do you compartmentalize? Do you compartmentalize? Do you break down on easy things? How do the hard things look when they come your way? When you make a mistake, when you have a failure, when you have multiple? What shaped your beliefs before you made it? Not now or where you're going to be. That's awesome. And I want to know that. I want to know your purpose, your vision, and more, your values, your governing principles, your beliefs, your morals, your character, characteristic traits, and more. What system did you build that kept going even when you didn't feel like it? It's not that you have to feel like doing it. The work has to get done and showing up in the things that are monotonous and boring and not always needing motivation and having thorough willpower, but the inspiration in you, the why in you, the deep down why you're doing what you're doing. And you keep showing up, putting the reps in, even when you don't see a difference or a significant difference. You haven't broken down that wall yet. You have to keep doing it, keep showing up. The people who keep showing up are the ones who make it. But more than that, I want to know, again, your soul, your truth, not just a highlight reel and just about your business work life, your actual soul and spirit. In other words, without me saying it directly, your spirit, emotional awareness, physical awareness, spiritual awareness, mind awareness, mental awareness, and so much more. Because it's never and it really is not ever about this, just about looking better. The whole look how we look how we put our hair. We want to look clean, obviously. We want to present our best self, but it's not about like what I said here, looking like a 9 or a 10 or whatever. It isn't. It's none of that. I don't pay attention to that primarily. It's not the main thing in my decision making. Do looks matter? Do I care about somebody who has the right hygiene, the way they carry themselves, physically, emotionally, and in many ways? Yes. Do they have to be there fully? Not always, not the case. These are things to be building and building with one another. One person sees it from another. And if they decide to make a change, then they do and go through that process with you. Not that you have to say it. You show it. Show, not tell. And again, it's not about looking like a 9 or a 10 or whatever and how you see out there the super normal stimuli of what we see on TV, commercials, the type of people that are at the beach. I'm not saying there's anything wrong and that you shouldn't be that person if you worked hard for it too, and you have this up here because I want to know what's here. And that's where I have programmed myself with personal development and self-mastery. And yes, we'll get into the high ticket stuff. This will all be relevant and help you understand the mindset, the approach, and I'll break down the numbers on the high ticket side and how you can also put recurring and residual income with it. So please stick with me. And again, I know I said it, it's not about looking like a 9 or a 10. I just want to emphasize that over and over. It's about what's behind the eyes. It's about the eyes, where they look, the gestures. There's something deeper that's not being said. It's about what's behind the eyes, the mind sight, even when you don't see it in your eyes. It's what you're manifesting in your assumptions, what you're looking to do now in the present that'll benefit you in the future, what the future will look like, and you're manifesting and you're living it now. It's about how you think, not just what you think, how you think. It's not like when you say it's what you say, it's how it's being said. You have to listen to and listen to what isn't being said. How you feel, how you move through pain and keep going anyway. Because in this affiliate journey, and like anything in business and in life, it's a process. You'll have your ups and downs, your wavelengths, your frequencies, your lows, your highs, your peaks, your valleys. Embrace it. Embrace the pain. Welcome it because that's what gets you stronger. It's like when I go out on a walk, or do you ever go out on a walk or on a jog, or you do something that isn't easy? You don't feel comfortable. Nothing was ever comfortable getting on that bike. But when you did it, you did it. And you kept doing it. You kept doing it. It was fun. It was fulfilling. And even when it wasn't, you knew you had to do it. You had to keep going and do it. Not because the crowd was doing it and you had to do it. And that was something that we always grew up with too, is the group fitting in with what's normal and the norm. And if we're not with the group, we're a lone wolf and we're not with the pack. There's a time when you don't assimilate and be with the group, and there are other times when you should be with the group and you should understand how to be an individual. And that's the problem too, is in our society, and we speak also economically speaking, micro macro level, and everything that's going on now with trade policy and everything, is we want to fit in with the group. We want to do exactly what others are doing. We have to be our individual self, and that way we can fit in a group. Can't just go into a group and find our identity individually all the time. It doesn't work that way in many ways. You could find it through a group, but what happens when the group is no longer there, when you're not around them? You'll find someone else and something else to replace it with, a vice, another group. And there are more things because it's never just about being better or finding an improvement offer, an addition, an extension, something always new, the new thing people jump on, especially in affiliate marketing and in life, because it's what you're seeking is novelty. What you want is science fiction, to live in an unrealistic world and society. And that's what just happens and it plagues a lot of us is we want that escape. We want that fiction, not the nonfiction. We don't want to hear about the biography. We don't want to know the stats. We'd like to know the facts, but we want to know why we care about the facts, why this company cares about us, and they're making us the focal point. It's about being aligned. Mind Valley says something that stuck with me. Your brain is the hardware, your mind is the software. Most people are walking around with powerful hardware, but outdated software. And we could say the opposite too. What we need to do is fix the hardware, change the hardware. There's an update in the hardware. So the software wouldn't follow. Systems full of self-doubt, comparison, fear, still running programs installed in our childhood. Hey, I gone through a lot of this, and what you've heard just previous is in our childhood, like how we grew up, fitting with everyone, what our parents wanted us to do, our guardians, whoever that was, and we followed that path. And I stuck through school, went to school, studied chemical engineering for a bit, went into business, got my degree, played Division One soccer, did the whole thing, go to work, stay in a job, career for as long as you can. I've worked construction, manufacturing, warehousing, was once a ramp agent in a courier role, doing administrative dispatch. Did not like that, but things you have to do sometimes to do them, to get through, to get by. Then I was helping them with their marketing, customer budget, and more to financial logistics for a huge contracting company servicing HP and others. And doing a lot of data, budgeting, inventory, supply chain on the computer, lifting up media boxes to deliver, shipping and receiving, coordination, and more. And I was underpaid immensely. And there's a downturn, 50 plus people relieved. I'm one of them, and I have to go back to unemployment benefits and food stamp cards. Here, check this out. This is where I was in a roll. I don't know if you can see so easily, but the brownish looking floor, and you can't see it here, but there were cracks going in different directions. I'm in my cubicle here, and above me is a very bright yet dim light, and looking like a UFO is hovering over me. I'm ready. So I knew I needed to make a change. I was tired of it. Not just another job, career, more certifications, more schooling. So things are still running in our sub-programming in our software installed in our childhood, still rebooting the same patterns every day, not just from our childhood, but everything you and I do every day, whether it's a net positive or net negative. It is residual net debt or it's residual net positive debt that we're using that good debt to help us grow and expand. That's why I stopped obsessing over the outcome. It's not about getting to the goal as fast. It's more about the process and the systems that follow from having the right process and processes. And started focusing on my internal operating system, on rewiring it, on building better input so I can get better outputs. Because if your system is strong, and you can say your system as here, your system is an affiliate in low ticket, mid ticket, residual income, high ticket products and systems. Because if your system is strong, the results are inevitable. They're just delayed. They're not denying you. They're just delayed. It happened to me for many months before I even made it my first commission. I was doing blogging many years ago. And it was what, the 11th month? But I could have done a different strategy, but I kept pushing. I was in the Google sandbox. Let me keep going, change my approach, start doing video. It was still hard for me to do till this day. But it's taking the courage, it's taking the bravery when things are most uncomfortable for you, but you get to grow in that uncomfort zone. That's where all the growth is in. This is a journey. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. Okay. And here's the truth. I'm not here to impress you. I'm here to grow with you. Not grow away from you, not grow on my own. I'm here to grow with you in many ways. As a person first, in business second. Start in business, you can grow that first, and then you grow yourself. Through the process, you'll see how your mind shapes. You start learning more about personal growth and development, self-mastery, and how that also helps you when you learn the unlimited income for life skills like marketing and more, ethically, obviously. That translates into life and how you communicate. And I was never the best communicator. I was the worst one of, and not like in a bad way communication, just didn't know how to speak well. I was always in my head. I'm the person, like there's two ways. You grow up without words, speaking too much, but you're more in my thoughts. I'm more in my head. And that's how I always was. It wasn't until later on, and it was even until college when I took a communications class I did not want to take. I took it, was out having to go up in a presentation with the group. We were set up into groups, and it was my turn to speak, and the words wouldn't come out. And I had a crowd in front of me that were looking at me. And that was me back then. I was a science guy, went into business, but then it was still very hard. School didn't always come naturally to me when I was in elementary. I had to learn, I had to get into math more, I had to develop. I took challenging classes in college, got myself well-rounded and specific in the natural sciences, social sciences, the physical sciences, chemistry being my favorite class. I'm building a life that's honest, aligned, unshakable, respectful, honorable, staying humble, no matter what. Every day I start at zero. I know where I am now. I know where I want to get to. There's more for me to achieve and to keep ascend. I'm going to bring you to my level if that's what you so choose to and be open to. Not perfect, not polished, better polished now, but real. If you're on that same kind of path, the kind of path that requires you to work not only in your business, on your mind. Remember what I said earlier. What impresses me about someone is not their looks. It could be a five, six, seven. What impresses me is here and here, here and here. Doesn't have to be said in words. It's about what you feel. It's about how you go about things, who you give to. Is there a community you serve? What do you enjoy to do when you're not in your business? Why do you like to experience that? Because I could learn something and I genuinely want to know and ask. Not just your goals. Drop a, I feel this in the comments. You're not alone. You're not behind. You're building something that can't be seen yet. But trust me, it's already happening. And if it's already seen, keep manifesting, keep desiring, keep pushing for more. Keep going. What I shared and give you works when you do, when the operator works. And then there's my name. And here is a picture from me in Cabo at the Marquee Resort. I recommend everyone go to. And it's a great, intimate, smaller resort. Looks big too. And when you see all the people there, it makes it even look bigger too, because it looks like there's more people than maybe there actually is. But there's still a lot. And it's an awesome setting. The beach. Can't walk into the water because of the tides and because of the flow of that water and how it comes up, at least there and when I was there. And so I made that post there, and then I'll go to the other one in a second. And so now, eventually, after going through all of this, I didn't want to go through my full story now, but there's another one of me walking on the sand. It was one of my favorite days in my life. I had my parents, my younger brother, and more people with us. And there's me walking, put the water down. Here is me at Seal Beach. Yeah, I believe it is. Yeah, one of my, if not my favorite beaches in California. I grew up in Orange County, California, moved to Washington State in 2003, went back there for school and work. And there's me at the pier just hanging out. There's another one of me fishing. That's one of my favorite things to do in this world is to go out to the lake, river, more. Not much of an ocean guy myself. Uh, I prefer to stay by the lake and the river. Small, medium sized, large sized fish, whatever I catch is great. And if I don't catch a fish, even if I don't get a bite, I'm out here enjoying peace, nature, relaxing my mind, and being with one. And like fishing is affiliate marketing. You're fishing in the right market, in the right pond, the right lake. And are you getting bites? Are you not getting bites? Why aren't you getting them? What should you do to change things? Should you change things? Are you moving too fast? Then you should. And then there's one of me just taking a picture in my home. I normally don't take pictures like this. I've said it before, but that day, I think I just got done from a walk, run, and so I felt a little good, and I was going to do a video or something later on another day. So I just thought I don't ever do these kinds of selfies as much, but here's one. And so now let me go over here. I know quite a bit of a post, and I posted that just recently. So what if one sale can change your income forever? And what if the 1,000 offer everyone wants was actually the last thing they got, the $1,000 offer? I'll break that down here in a little bit and what you can get your hands on. Hi, family. Most people are running around asking, how do I promote a high ticket offer and actually get sales? But what if that's the wrong question? And it's about asking higher level questions if you're not used to this. It'll come in time. It's like saying, how do I make money fast? And people get upset. And even more when somebody joins something and then they still ask me that question. Well, there's their training. Why am I answering administrative customer support questions? You shouldn't have to either. And it's fine if somebody asks that because sometimes we don't know or we just can't find it easily or we just didn't even know we were asking a customer support level administrative question. And that's fine. You want to help people, I'm here to help. And then we have to take the training wheels off too, bit by bit. Come back. Let's put them on a little bit. Oh, you still needed to do this for someone else? Okay. I have your best interest at heart. I'm here to help. I'm very kind. I'm very nice. What if the better question is, how can I guide someone through a real transformation and let the offer reveal itself at the perfect moment? Here's what I mean, part one. If you've ever only focused on high ticket products, you would be starting each and every single month at zero and from complete scratch. That would not be a path to passive and having more energy and time, would it? What do I mean? So, what do? We position a high ticket offer strategically so it sets up the residual passive offer and offers. But how? Because high ticket, and I've said this in another video, 1 to 2, 1 to 3, however many sales, it could be one, depending on the price point, depending on the program and more, and what your goals are. That's all it takes to meet your goal of maybe 800, 1,000, 2,000, whatever that goal is per month. Sure, straightforward path. Let's run Facebook ads, Google, YouTube ads, and then you spend a lot of money to acquire a customer. The costs are off the roof, the fulfillment, cost to market, more or less. You have that kind of budget to spend, and will you have that kind of budget to spend continuously? So, understanding different programs and places and how to market is what you need to be effective at, and just getting the traffic over to a high ticket, low ticket, mid ticket, residual income type offer. And all of this could also be found in one place. If you have the right systems, the right membership, the right back end, members office, things like that. And with residual, you have something predictably coming in each and every single month without having to start every month at zero when you do high ticket. We position a high ticket offer strategically again, so it sets us up for residual passive income. But how? And this is where most people fumble it. And this is why you always get it wrong or will. Or hopefully you don't. You never have done the mistake, or if you have, you learn. And now let's get moving forward. I'll be here to help you as your sponsor. Because when you think about it, what's the lifetime value of someone staying on a residual product before churn? How long will they stay on? Why did they stay on longer? Are there more add-ons to the residual, which you tend to see? Are there upgrades, grandfathered in, updates, extra added, insinuated things? And if not that, that's fine too. It works as it is. Even if they stay longer for over a year and more, they stay forever. Can you count on every person doing that? Unless you're targeting very well and you know, filtered out well. What if it's 3 months they stay on? Not on average, but what if somebody stays on for 6 months on something you're getting $20 that they pay $25 a month? That's 120. But with one high ticket sale, you got 400 or 800 plus. And even if they were on installment, it still benefits you. So both mesh together. And other times residual can, when you build your active, you build your residual at the same time. You build your active to get your residual, or you could do the opposite. Depends on the model of the business, depends on the model of the affiliate business and where your residual product is positioned relative to your offers and through your other parts of the business. So if you have low ticket, mid ticket, high ticket residual, where are those positioned relative to what offers you're giving people, and how you're sending them with higher value? So here's how we do things. Here's what I mean, part two. With my help, done for you resources you share with someone in B2B and or B2C, a free guide and checklist to then show them a very needed high ticket product for 1,000 for people to have their financial breakthrough. But wait, I'm not good with financial products. That's not my thing. Well, financial is a byproduct of growth and freedom and personal development and finding oneself, finding thyself. So you have to think about when you have a product, let's say a supplement, sure, that's a catalyst to helping them better their well-being in many ways, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, whatever it starts with, and then it goes into and depends on the individual too and what they most need to fill in that void and that gap. However, what you're giving them is more freedom. You're giving them more happiness. You're giving them an extra step, rejuvenation to feel younger again, to feel like their old self, and it inspires them in their past thoughts that they get so no, what's the word? Nostalgia, that they go back and they haven't had those thoughts in some time, and they haven't had those thorough and deep thoughts, and now they get to go out and visit more. They get to go out and travel more. So do you see where I'm going with this? So when you position something with like a finance product, it can sound dry, but it's about how you position it. It's about understanding that people need help in their personal and business life, personal and or business life, and this product can fill the void of both. They need more time off so they can go visit their loved ones. They need more growth, more freedom, more purpose, more vision. And there's so much more that this sets it up for. And there's other high ticket products, but this one is great because the person you introduce to, they don't have to be an affiliate for that product. Not that I'm saying that make money online, e-marketing, e-business, make money online, high ticket offers and more are not worth it because of the duplication in the ascension. Somebody joins, they can go ahead and share that with others as an affiliate, whoever they're targeting. They might not target affiliates, they could target another area. But with this type of product, with financial literacy, helping people with debt elimination, cash flow, wealth growth, investments, protection, safety, comfort, removing liabilities. Do you see where I'm going with it? Not liabilities just as an insurance policies. I mean, like in life too. Do you see how that segments into so many different areas? So as an affiliate, when you learn your marketing in high ticket or anything else, it's about positioning. It's more about the how, not the what. So strategic position, and I'm going to help you with that. Installments are an option. So it's all a win-win-win. So they could be an affiliate. They don't have to be an affiliate. They can join this. They can better their business, their life. They want to start a business. They use that same product. They're better in their business and right off the bat. Oh, no, they didn't want to, but oh, they saw the stuff in that membership education, course, modules, lessons. Hey, I do want to start a business. Do you see where they can go with this in so many directions? And you help them, give them peace of mind. And during these economic times where that is a product that is very needed, with so much credit card debt off the roof, auto loan debt, mortgages, payments are high, tariffs, policies, fiscal, monetary, GDP, CPI, PPI. There's so many different topics I can get into and why this is a need right now. And it'll always be a need, even when the markets and economy strengthens even more than what it is now, when things are so volatile and all high risk. In your email follow-up sequence, you will send people back to your 1K VSL page. So there are a couple of funnels. We could use it strategically through one, and 80% commission. So if somebody joins that product that's at the 1K, they could do it in installments too. They'll benefit, you benefit. They have a budget. They budget for what they can. It's a win-win-win. And so that's 80% commissions. That'll be 800, or there's a different funnel at 50% off. They can pick up other products that are residual income based. So you're starting to see where this goes. So 500, 400 plus, or 800 plus, or more or less if they're on installment and pick up other products. And when they pick up those other products to go through that funnel. So, however, what happens if they didn't get it at the price point at the highest of 1,000? You send someone to your 50% off funnel, 50% off email, or the same, similar, different funnel. We show them a video review of this product, and I'm going to have the video review that are ready for you, as I've had for others. Higher converting page. You get that yourself as a template. However, what happens again if they didn't get it at that price point, the 1,000? You send someone to your 50% off funnel where they can get a funnel building tool that this is going to store all these pages. I'm not in the tool right now, but you can see right here with the Home Business Academy. This is one of the many programs and platforms I recommend. This one, along with OLSP right here. These are the two primary recommended ones. There are more that I have, but those two are the ones that I recommend most. And then I have this right here on the 10,000 plus per month system, whether your goal is to get to that and more, or a couple thousand, a couple hundred. It's just simply having the right system in place, having something running for you 24/7 on autopilot, offers being shared, primary, secondary, substitutionary complimentary emails when we collect the name in an email to send people back to our offer, but send them to our bridge page. Send them to a page where we can share with them a story and why you do what you do, why you chose the product you chose, things like that. Click the button here. Let's go to the video sales letter. That helps increase your conversions, builds your know, like, and trust even more immediately. And we can keep sending people back here. What if they didn't see that email? They missed a couple. So we kept sending them emails for a couple months or so to the same product. And then we can change products out more or less during the time. So the funnel building tool, here you see you can put all these pages together, you get coaching, training. There's the masterminds for premium traffic and conversions. I won't go through each one of them right now in each of these tabs, but affiliate zone, live coaching, let's go for personal transformation and morning routine. Then you have the Financial Literacy Academy right here, which is the product we will focus on: reducing taxes, financial literacy 101, guerrilla money strategies, car flipping, passive power profits with mobile homes, stress-free property management, house flipping 101, asset protection 101, and anti-setup maintenance. There's so much for everyone. And each one of these, look at this, there's a lot of stuff underneath here. And you could even go into each one of them, like right here, Financial Literacy 101. I'm timed out, but when you go into each one of them, then you'll see the different videos underneath each one of them. And I didn't want to spend too much time going over all of that today. I have a different video I'll try to link you to down below so you can see more or learn more too. But I can log in easily there and go through it all. But just because I'm there now and for the time of the video, I want to keep it moving. And your goal is just to focus on siphoning, bringing people in from these platforms into your funnel, into your system. And back to here. So you do send someone to your 50% off funnel unless they already got it at 1,000. We remove them from that list. We can then onboard them and send them emails. Thank you for picking up this product. Da, 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 da. I'll have things ready for you to help you grow their business, a web app, or for personal transformation, as I went over a little bit earlier, and morning routine. Also to start someone with a free 2-week trial of premium for traffic and conversions that actually helps them. When they get the 2 weeks free trial, premium in traffic and conversions, that's when they'll be shown the upsell for the FLA, the Financial Literacy Academy product. And that's when they can pick it up. If they don't pick it up at that discount, they'll lose out on it. It's the one-time offer. However, they likely have 3 days after to upgrade if they didn't pick it up through the 50% off funnel. And if they don't, then they have to pay the 1,000. But the cool thing is, like I showed you in the back office, is they can pick up that product there if they have another one, or if they don't, or if they do, that's how they got access. So they can pick up the products that they don't have access to, and it's all there because when they log in and come back and get more training, you direct them back there with the videos, the onboarding, things like that. It's all going full circle. You see how that works? So whether they wanted to be an affiliate or not, and they just wanted to pick up FLA to help them in their current business or whatever they have going on in life too, they have it. And oh, yeah, I got the funnel builder too. I can pick that up. How will that help me get more leads? Boom, there's another segment. Your templates to help you in your cleaning business, your lawn care business, whatever that is. And there's other software out there that I can introduce you to help clients if you ever wanted to do that. So you see that there. So what this helps them with is to think, have business clarity, mind, personal clarity, funnels, automation systems. You didn't chase, you didn't hard sell, you built an ecosystem that does the work for you. Residuals from the tools, high ticket commission from the upgrade, and not just residual from tools, web app, you have that, yes. High ticket commissions from the upgrade, even more leverage as they keep growing inside. It's not a funnel. Think of this as a loop. It's looping over and over and over and over again. One that pays you and helps them over and over and over again. If you want to build a residual and a real residual income machine where high ticket sales become the byproduct of real value, drop your ecosystem and I'll show you how this works. No pressure, just strategy. And my name there, you can see a picture of me right there at my desk. And it's a loop. So even if they didn't pick up the residual products right away when they went through the 50% off funnel, they can see it in their members area. Hey, now that you have the financial literacy, have you thought of onboarding emails? Okay. And then you see where that goes? And it's a loop and it's a way to bring them back. So you could start with high ticket, position it on the front end. A lot of the times, normally you position high ticket behind to set you up. You start off with the low ticket one-time purchase product of a $7 or something, 7 to 50, $3 to $50. Not much to think about. Still want it to be high quality. And then you set them up for the residual and then the high ticket, or it could be residuals at the end. High ticket could be in the middle, it could be in the front. You position that then with residual and things like that, depending on the model. So you can lead in with high ticket, you can lead in with the all-in-one and the other links that you'll get access to once you're an affiliate with the Home Business Academy. Remember, you can be an affiliate, then you'll get those links that you can share with people. You send them to the all-in-one, whether they wanted the Financial Literacy Academy product or not, high ticket. You can share with them the other products, the funnel building tool. You have different angles. Okay, so I just wanted to share with you that. Let me go over here. I have my Google Drive where I'm going to give you things for the FLA product, lead magnet, my bonuses, read me first, why this is important, why this Financial Literacy Academy product is important, what you're getting out of it. FLA social posts, you can go on Facebook and post. I have things that are ready for you, what you can do in groups. FLA document with video review, awesome bonuses, DM script, capture page, email swipes, and everything. I have a master uh, drive. So let me go back in here to my drive, and it'll be under here too for the viral affiliate ecosystem. And it should be here underneath the Financial Literacy Academy FLA Toolkit, unless I move things around. But you see, you also have things for the OLSP and more. So you can start with both. There's different ways and different angles. So like, excuse me, when you're promoting like the OLSP for another way, if you're doing solo ads over here, let me bring this down. So if you're doing solo ads over here, and we send them to a page, we send them to a page that's very simple, like almost done, just enter your email to get access to the system or whatever that is. And then from there, we can send them to a quick bridge page, thank you page, and it can be a video of us on the share screen. I recommend like this phone, you can go into share screen or describe what they're gonna be seeing on the next page, something like that. But showing works a lot. So you could do this and then get on share screen or be on the share screen. I do prefer a lot of this too when you're sharing your story. It feels more personal, feels more connected, and there's different ways of sharing your story and storytelling your way to freedom. I'll show you that. And so when we have here is, hey, my name is Michael, and I wanted to take a moment to introduce you to what you're getting access to by clicking the button underneath this video or something like that. You'll land on this page and you show them on the share screen, and you'll get a presentation from a mentor of mine, and his name is da da da. And he's going to break down da 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 da. You can even show the page. Here are the results others are having, or here's what the success of others are having, or whatever that is. And when you get started, here's what you'll expect. Da, 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 da. Okay, click the button, go over to the VSL page, and it's that simple. You just run traffic over and over again. And there's different types of pages. If you're running solo ad traffic, we can change the layout of this page too, make it look different. The capture page, depending on the temperature, the quality of the traffic, what they're expecting to get. There's so much. And there's organic, free, paid traffic. You can use Facebook and things that I give you just to post your stories, your reels onto your stories warming people up with posts, replying to them, checking your bio link out, optimizing your profile, going into groups, giving value, friend requesting others, building rapport. You say this, prospect says that. Drop them an offer document with your link and links that do the heavy lifting. There are other ways too, and you have everything running for you on autopilot. But sticking with it, doing the things that are not the easiest to do, but you're doing them anyway. And that's how you grow, getting out of your comfort zone to grow and do something that'll help you grow. And here's that post where I illustrated all of this, and I can give you so much more. And I hope this video was of value to you. It wasn't so much right now about going into it tactically and strategically. It was breaking down thoughts and beliefs, even before we got into the how to make 400, 800 plus. And just as an income disclaimer, it's just standard. As an earnings disclaimer, I'm not saying you'll make 400, 800, 4 to 800 plus, or whatever that is, 400 plus, 800 plus, or a dollar, six figures with this or anything else that is out there, any program, any system. And like I tell and I share with people is if you show up, you have the right attitude, effort, consistency, persistency, discipline, and focus, your possibilities are maximized. It's based on your efforts. And you don't have to have all of this where I'm at in my level of awareness, focus. You don't have to be there just yet. Grow into it. That's what I did. Not day one when I was still, before I got let go too, by the way, I was already planning. I was hearing things. And so I started planning and I would wake up so early before work and do things. And I didn't just wake up with this enormous amount of focus and it all worked the day one. No, I kept staying with it. And I'm happy that I did. And I'll show you different strategies of showing up and being omnipresent, having different channels, focusing on one, but also having segments of other things. When you're email marketing, it'll really show too, because you can send people to a group like this. And I recommend that. There's training. There's a challenge you can get by getting your own group on Facebook and or school. Starting with Facebook is a great way. Evolving. There's so many different ways to do this and being omnipresent, sharing with people, know, like, and trust. Your personal journey is relatable. And that's what people buy. It's you they buy. So I want to know you too. Not that it has to be this. Don't expect this all the time. We got into this business so we didn't have to be on the phone. At times it makes sense, or if it's another touch point and that's what you want to add, you add it. But you don't have to be doing that conference calls, Zoom meetings, attending events, even text messaging if you don't want to. I have a lot of people that are on a text by text basis and then a call every now and then, but it's not the thing that I do. And we got in this business so we don't have to do that and give our energy and time to answering everything and all customer support level administrative questions. I didn't think I was that there was a team and a system for that and the product. But if you could get to me faster, I'm sure you will ask that. And that's okay. Ask it, ask it. But at a time, you also have to think, man, I have to become more resourceful. I have to, even if I don't have all of them, what do I got to do? I'm my own resource. I don't have all the resources, but I will become resourceful. So it's about growing. It's about growing. So whether it's about high ticket affiliate marketing or not, this video was way more than that. And I hope I got to reach you even just a little bit about it's the journey of becoming, not the doing. It's the journey about identity, identifying an identity, having an identity to identify, and continuing to identify within a new identity, breaking off the limb of the tree, the leaf that falls off the tree, and there's a new one, a new plant that will grow, new things that will be gardening, the soil that will be replenished, the nutrients that go back into the soil to replenish the soil, to replenish the stock, the livestock, and everything that this world is. So it starts with the foundation, have the right soil, have the right temperament, have the right thoughts, have the right beliefs. It's like layering the soil down. What's underneath the soil, you have to understand what's underneath that. That's your internal. Well, I'm growing in the wrong place. Well, because you didn't have the right soil, you didn't have the right foundation. There was no foundation. That soil was broken. That soil was mushy. That soil was not moist enough, and you're not growing in the place where you need to grow. So we either move, we plow, we bring in soil, and we try to layer that over that land. That might not be most effective. So we got to move on to the next thing and put it in the right area, or we are in the right area. It's just going to cost us a lot. Are we willing to go through those costs and those seasons? Will it sprout evenly? Will it work? Will it give us the most potency? You got to think about those things. And that's why I'm here to help. Why? Because I'm more of a brainy person. I'm tired already from the words I've said today. I'm not a motivation guy. You might think I'm not, though. I don't want to be known as the, if I am motivating and I'm inspiring, is what it is. Inspire with your charisma. There's the energy, and then there's a charisma. There's the energy, and then there's a person who inspires. You can have both. You tend to see somebody with high energy and somebody with not that they have low energy. It's just I'm more of a contained energy, potential and kinetic energy. And I will be very energetic when I have to be. But I'm more of the contained, emotionally controlled. I'll help inspire you into a movement and help put this together for you and evolving this and then bringing out that energy to amplify. So I hope this video was helpful to you. I know a long video. Didn't plan for it to go all in this direction so much. A lot of the best things out there are unplanned. I don't just always get on and say word for word. I got to say this. Maybe in the beginning when I was doing some videos and trying to get used to it, but now it's just like I want to go this way. So in my head, I'm thinking now the next thing as I'm doing this. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then I go into it. So get after it. Don't give up on yourself easily. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And know that I have your best interest at heart. Reach out to me. Get into the group if you're not. Go through my posts. People commenting. I'm helping them, reaching out to them, sending them DMs, sending them the right content. You'll see how I do things, so you can do things too and evolve. It's about evolving and who you're growing into. If you want to keep complaining, because complaining spurts and it is negativity. Although if you don't think of it that way, but it was short term. Complaining is negativity. And I was a little bit like that in the very beginning. So I get the mindset. I do get the mindset and where that takes us. But overcoming these things, overcoming these obstacles, these roadblocks, these challenges to getting to what you ultimately want. And that's freedom. That's what we do this. Freedom, freedom, freedom to provide and to help for others. to give help to others in our community and more and serve and do things that are bigger than us. Do things that are bigger than you. That's where you're going to find your greatest purpose and your vision. And when you do things that are bigger than you and they're bigger than everyone else, and you come together, you come to align with as a group and also as an individual to do your part and to focus on doing what you do and making that come true, making those dreams a reality because you got to keep envisioning it, got to keep wanting it, you got to keep thinking of it, even when you don't feel it that day, even when you're not sure. "Ah, I got to change it." If you really need to do it, and just with maybe too out there, but it's there. Even the things that are too out there, they're achievable. Make the impossible possible. Things you think are impossible are truly possible if you just get after it. Keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. And it's the best business there is out there in affiliate marketing in general, where you don't need any equipment, don't need any inventory, don't need any employees. I don't need government contracts, subsidized subsidiaries, this and that. I need inventory of this and that, all these up moving parts and to upkeep and manage, preventative maintenance, this and that, and high overhead, high expenses. This is the complete opposite. Do it from home, do it from wherever you want. Connect with people. Digital products have higher margins. It's awesome. So align with digital products, software as a service, courses, tools, traffic, things like that that'll help people in their business and more make money. They can see an immediate or an ROI at some point. That'll really help them. There are different niches, but the e-business e-marketing make money online niche is really the way to go. Even finance, you can add that in to make money depending on business, personal use. And like I said, these different niches are a byproduct of something larger and helping people in different ways and aligning your message in front of the right people. So that's all from me. Look down below in the description to get started with what I recommend in my high ticket product. If it's a video, you watch another one, or excuse me, or the 5 mistakes, or I have a page where go through step one, go through step two, and I'll give you a drive in these things, go through that. Or if I have something else of another layout, please go through that. I hope you got a lot of value from this video. I greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being here, whether you had to come back another day and watch the full thing or you didn't, you just skipped. It's okay, but I'd watch it all the way through because it's all learning. It's motion, but take that motion and get into action. Stop getting dopamine hits, stop getting endorphin hits, serotonin, oxytocin hits, feeling good and never doing it. Never doing enough, enough, never executing on the right things, but just always that foo-foo getting up and just hearing motivation and now I have energy. No, it's about getting after. That helps and serves. I still do those things in my routine, habits and routines in the morning, get me going, meditate and do these things. Exercise if I have to, or in the afternoon, depending on the day. And I get after it. Focus, intense focus, even for a couple of hours, 30 minutes, but you put intense focus, that 30 minutes then can build into an hour, 2 hours, not having to do this for 8 hours. You could do that. And I did that in the beginning. And that's helpful if you have more hours, but focus, intense work for even a couple of hours, deep focus will really go a long ways. So that's it for me. Thank you for watching. Look down below in the description to get started, and I will talk to you soon.